Potty training. It's one of those parenting milestones that feels like it should be simple, right? But for so many parents of autistic children, it's anything but simple. It's like climbing a mountain every single day, frustrating, exhausting, and sometimes downright confusing. But here's the thing, you're not alone in this. If you've been feeling overwhelmed or unsure about how to make potty training easier for your child, I'm here to tell you that there are ways to make it smoother. In this video, we're going to explore real, practical solutions that will help you both succeed. No more feeling stuck. Just simple, effective strategies to move forward. I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. It helps us reach more parents who might be struggling with the same issues. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell. That way, you'll never miss out on more parenting tips that can make a real difference. We're here to support you every step of the way. So let's keep the conversation going. In today's video, we're going to talk about ways to make potty training less of a struggle for your child, especially if they're on the autism spectrum. Potty training can be tough, no doubt, but it doesn't have to be as overwhelming as it may seem. We'll go over strategies that take into account the unique needs of your child, like how to make the bathroom environment more comfortable, how to use visuals to reinforce the process, and how to create a routine that feels predictable and safe. And don't worry, this isn't a one-size-fits-all approach. We'll cover a variety of tips, some of which might work better than others, depending on your child's personality and needs. But I promise you, there are ways to make this journey easier, and I'm going to walk you through them step by step. By the end of this video, you'll be armed with simple, effective strategies that you can put into action right away. Whether you're just starting potty training or you've hit a few roadblocks, you'll have a clearer path forward. So stick with me, and together, we'll make potty training a little less stressful for both you and your child. When you start potty training an autistic child, you might quickly realize that it's not as straightforward as you hoped. And that's because potty training is about more than just teaching the mechanics of using the bathroom. It's about making sure the whole experience is comfortable, predictable, and clear for your child. Autistic children often face some specific challenges that can make potty training especially tough. Many have sensory sensitivities, meaning they can get overwhelmed by the sights, sounds, and textures in the bathroom. Some might also struggle with communication, which can make it hard for them to let you know when they need to go. And many kids with autism have a more rigid way of thinking. They might need more time to adjust to changes or new routines, and potty training requires flexibility, which can sometimes cause stress for them. I'll be honest with you, when my own child was going through potty training, I thought it would be like any other milestone, but it wasn't. It took time, patience, and a lot of adjustments. I realized that for my child, it wasn't just about teaching them when and how to go to the bathroom. It was about making the entire process predictable and comfortable. And once we figured that out, everything started to fall into place. Tip 1. Prepare your child with visual schedules. Now that we understand some of the challenges, let's talk about one of the best strategies to make potty training easier: visual schedules. This is one of those tools that seems simple, but can make a huge difference. Visual schedules break down the steps of potty training into clear, easy-to-follow images or charts. Here's how you can use them. Start by creating a daily schedule that outlines each step of the potty training process. You could use pictures to show things like go to the bathroom, take off your pants, sit on the toilet, wipe, and so on. These visuals give your child something to follow along with, which can make the whole experience feel predictable. I worked with a parent whose son really took to a visual schedule we created. It showed him the step-by-step process, from walking to the bathroom, sitting on the toilet, and finally washing his hands. This helped him understand what to expect, and he loved being able to check each step off as he went along. It made the process feel more like a fun routine rather than a stressful task. Tip 2. Use social stories to prepare for potty training. Another effective strategy is using social stories. If you're not familiar with them, social stories are simple narratives that explain situations in a way that makes sense to children, particularly those with autism. They're helpful because they break things down in a way that removes confusion and anxiety about new experiences, like potty training. A social story for potty training could be a short, clear story about what to expect when using the bathroom. For example, you can say something like, "When I feel the urge to go, I walk to the bathroom. I pull down my pants, sit on the potty, and do my business. Then I wipe, flush, and wash my hands." This simple script helps your child understand what's happening and why it's important. One parent I worked with told me how much their child loved the social story they created. It made the bathroom routine feel less mysterious and more comfortable. The child started looking forward to the process because they knew exactly what would happen next. It took away a lot of the fear and resistance. Tip 3. Create a sensory-friendly bathroom space. Let's talk about the sensory aspects of potty training, because the environment plays a huge role, especially for kids on the autism spectrum. Many autistic children have sensory sensitivities, which means things like bright lights, loud noises, or uncomfortable textures can make them feel anxious or upset. A bathroom can feel overwhelming if it's not set up with their needs in mind. So how do you make the bathroom more sensory-friendly? Here are a few ideas. Dim the lights. Bright lights can be overwhelming, so try using softer lighting or a nightlight. Noise-canceling headphones. If the sound of flushing or hand dryers is too loud, offer your child noise-canceling headphones to help block out those overwhelming noises. Comfortable textures. If your child doesn't like the feel of toilet paper, try softer options. You can even use wipes or cloth wipes that feel more comfortable. One family I worked with had a great success story. They placed a small stool in the bathroom to help their child feel more secure and comfortable when sitting on the toilet. They also switched to a quieter, battery-operated toilet flush to reduce the anxiety caused by the loud noise. These small changes made a world of difference in helping their child feel more at ease in the bathroom. Tip 4. Encourage independence with consistent routines. Another tip to make potty training easier is to focus on building a consistent routine. Kids on the autism spectrum thrive when things are predictable. So the more you can establish a routine around potty training, the better. This means creating a set time each day for bathroom breaks, whether it's after meals, first thing in the morning, or right before bed. When kids know what to expect, they'll feel more comfortable and confident with the process. We helped one child by setting up specific potty times right after breakfast. This made the bathroom routine predictable, and the child soon got the hang of it. By knowing that it was time to try after breakfast, they became more independent and had fewer accidents. Eventually, they started going on their own without needing reminders. Tip 5. Reinforce with positive rewards and praise. Last, but certainly not least, let's talk about positive reinforcement. We all know how powerful rewards can be, and they're even more effective when it comes to potty training. Kids thrive on praise and rewards, so it's important to acknowledge their efforts and progress, even when it's small. Here's how it works. Set up a reward system that makes sense for your child. Some kids respond really well to sticker charts, while others might prefer small treats or extra playtime. The key is to celebrate every success, not just the big ones. Be sure to offer lots of praise and encourage your child's efforts, whether they're successful or not. The goal is to make them feel proud of their progress and motivate them to keep trying. One family I worked with used a sticker chart. Each time the child successfully used the potty, they got to choose a sticker. The child loved picking out their favorite stickers, and it quickly became a fun part of their routine. This reward system kept the child engaged and motivated to keep practicing, and eventually, the success became automatic. So I'd love to hear from you. How has potty training been going for you? Have you encountered any particular challenges? Or maybe you found some tips that really worked for your child? So feel free to drop a comment below and share your experiences or any strategies that have made things easier. This way, we can all learn from each other and build a supportive community. And also, I would like you to check out this great resource titled Potty Training for Children with Autism and ADHD by Sharon Davin on Amazon. I highly recommend this book and other books with the link in the description. So let's quickly go over the key points we've covered today. First, using visual schedules helps your child understand exactly what to expect and when. It's an easy, effective way to bring structure to potty training. Then we talked about social stories, which are perfect for preparing your child for the bathroom routine and reducing any anxiety they might feel. Don't forget about making your bathroom a sensory-friendly space. It's all about creating an environment where your child feels comfortable and safe. And of course, consistency is key. Establishing a routine makes potty time predictable, which is especially important for children on the autism spectrum. Finally, positive rewards and praise can go a long way in keeping your child motivated and feeling good about their progress, no matter how small it may seem. I know potty training can sometimes feel like a never-ending journey, but please remember, you're not alone, and you're doing an amazing job. Every step forward is progress, and it's okay if things don't go perfectly right away. The strategies we talked about today can really help smooth out the process and give both you and your child the confidence you need. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you found these tips helpful and that they give you a clearer path forward in your potty training journey. I want to remind you that we're here to support you every step of the way, so feel free to come back to this video whenever you need a refresher. And of course, don't hesitate to share your thoughts or ask any questions in the comments below. We love hearing from you, and your experiences might just help someone else who's in the same boat. You're doing great. Hang in there. Remember, progress takes time and every effort counts. Keep up the great work, and don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell.